Today we'll be installing CCXRC's Honey Badger Servo on Grant's Axial SCX24. So let's get right to the install. Start by removing the two screws that secure the servo to the axle, then disconnect the servo horn, and finally unplug the servo. The new servo is a decent amount larger than the stock servo, so I'm going to 3D print a new tray for it. It is possible to fit the new servo in the original mounting point, but I figured I might as well put my 3D printer to work. About 40 minutes later, the print was complete. Definitely a good use of my 3D printer. Alright, I got the new servo all installed. The 3D printed mount seems to be working out pretty well. Only issue is these screws that came included with the servo here. When it flexes all the way up, they just lock into the chassis, so then your servo's like jammed in there. It's a little bit annoying that those screws don't work with the servo and the chassis rail set up here. So the easiest way I've found to get those screws to clear is just to put a little bit of a bend in the end of the chassis rail, and yeah, everything clears fine now. Yeah, but I don't know how that would work though if you had a bumper up there. Luckily we don't have a bumper, so that's going to be the fix for me. The servo horns included with the servo were a little bit weird, so I'm going to cut this one down and clean it up to make it look a little better. I got the servo horn all sanded down now, and it looks much better than whatever it was to start with. I'm going to add just a little bit of Loctite to the screw securing the servo horn, and then we should be good to go. Here's the stock servo really struggling to move at all. And here's the Honey Badger just whipping the truck around. We also got some brass wheel hexes. They don't add a whole lot of weight, but they do give it a little bit wider stance. These were only like $4 or $5 on Black Friday, so I figured I might as well pick them up since I was already getting the servo. And I think I did get that servo for like 12 or 13 bucks, so I was pretty happy about all the savings there. Now that the new parts are installed, let's head up to Reaction Hobbies and see how they perform. My friend Reese and I went up on Thursday night and we participated in their 24 scale competition. The whole point of the comp is to get through all the gates, which are the two sticks you see pointing up. You have to try and get through all of those without touching them, but that's easier said than done. I'm not sure the brass wheel hexes made a whole lot of difference, but it did feel a tad bit more stable. The new servo definitely helped save me from this rollover right here. I know the stock servo would not have had enough torque to fight through all the rocks and stuff that it was trying to do. Doing these comps really makes you think about the way you take each obstacle and what your line's going to be. It's a lot of fun and definitely takes a little bit more strategy than just driving over random stuff. So that being said, we'll definitely be back in the future. Just want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you next time.